Hello and welcome to Dees20Stitches. I'm Dee, my pronouns are they, them, and welcome to my Flosstube channel. I do a lot with my hands. Hi, it's the end of January. I hope everyone out there has made it through. It was probably a tough one for a lot of you. It was a tough one for me. I will get it out of the way up at the top, because if you've been on my Instagram stories, you've seen the first week of school, I caught the big, I was gonna say the big O, that's inappropriate. The big panini, the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, got me. Technically, I probably picked it up the first day of school, because by the third and fourth day of school, it was not good. Of course, I pick it up the first day of school. I was boosted down in the States during Christmas, thank goodness. And so I didn't pass it on. I passed it on to my partner. He got a stuffy nose. That was it. But me, I had sore throat, a lot of fatigue, body aches for a couple days, and then I'm back. It is a roller coaster though. If some of you have gotten the big one, I was again going to say the big C. You can't say the big C. That's something else too. What can we call it? Anyway, maybe you found that you've had symptoms kind of pop up. Brain fog I've had, as you can tell. Sometimes I can't think of words. Fatigue, most definitely. The other not so nice thing is it really messed with my chronic illnesses. So my heart issues / neurological issues, it really kicked up for me. I'm handling it. I'm okay. It's tough. It's tiring. Am I glad that I got it the first week of school and now I don't really need to worry about that strain? A little bit. I'm a little relieved. Luckily, only a couple kids the first week picked it up. They're all okay. And then we haven't had, me and another teacher, but other than that, our school has been pretty good. So it was just kids coming off of winter holiday is all. So I hope you have been safe. I hope you're okay. I know down the States, maybe are not as facing different waves, or a couple weeks behind Canada. I don't know. Do not know. Anyway, I hope you're safe. I hope you keep your masks on. Hope you get boosted, etc., etc. But now this is a big C and big O free zone. We're going to talk about cross stitch. I've got so many amazing things for you. I finished 3 things. I could have finished 4, got a little lazy. We'll talk about it. I finished 3 things. I'm so proud of myself. You ready? Let's do it. This is the first day I've had a good amount of energy, which I'm very, very thankful for. Okay. First thing. Oh! I know. This is it. This is it. Okay. If you were on Instagram, hopefully you saw her. Oh, there she is. And I hope you get the sparkle hair. Yes, you do. Oh, love her. This is Vamp Valentine. And this is the new release from Kari and I. Uncanny Kari and Dees20Stitches. This is our new, I guess it would be like, I don't want to say Valentine's, but it is kind of like a Valentine's release, huh? Anti-Valentine's. I love her. I don't know. She just her little teeths, the hair, everything, the blood splatter, everything. I'm very happy. I'm absolutely in love with her, and I hope you are too. This pattern is available on Kari's website. Of course, I'll put the link below. You know I got you. And I'll also be giving away a copy for Snail Mail Club too. So that will be at the end of the video. But I just have to pitch. If you've not picked this up, this is and you're like a goth stitcher, or you want to stitch for a goth friend, or you just broke up with someone and you want to stitch a revenge piece. Heck yeah. You kidding me? So I want to show you kind of my plans with her. She's designed, or I designed her to be matted on kind of a coffin shape. And I think maybe I'll post something on Instagram of how I did this. But she's going to go on one of these small ones. And I'll wrap her around, and then I'll put a piece of fabric on the back. So it'll kind of be layered like this. Right? So I'll show you how I finish her when I get to it. Again, I could have finished it, you know, before this video. I had a lot of time. I was sick. That was it. I have to stop giving myself such a hard time. I was sick. I bought some ribbon to finish her with. I got some white lacy. I've got some pink lacy. She's going to be just darling. I'll get that done this February because I got to finish these small pieces that I am stitching. I want to finish them nicely. I want them photographed. I kind of want to reorg how we do our patterns, especially if we start getting into paper patterns wholesale. I want to have them done really nicely. So that's going to be my goal for next Flosstube. And if I don't have that done, yell at me, please. So that was number 1. Actually, I want to show you this. That was finished number 1. Now, first of all, look. This is my book of days. All the stickers. The sparkle pens. I bought like 5 sparkle pens. Those, oh, I don't know about you. Now, I know there's 2 types of people in the world. There's a person who loves a thin pen, like a 0.3 or like a millimeter pen, like just like cut through butter pen. Me, I'm the other half who love a big sloppy pen, like an 8mm, 0.8 millimeter. I want ink to be wet as it goes on the paper. Those jelly pens, oh, I love a jelly pen. Which one are you? Are you a thick pen or are you a thin pen? You a wet pen or are you a dry pen? I bought some jelly pens, jelly pens, and I went just, oh, I love it. Yay. So that's my first finish for the month. I started Vamp Valentine December 24th, Christmas Eve, sure. And I finished her January 12th. The fabric is, I guess I should like talk about, fabric is, I don't know if you can see. It's like a soft pink. It's from R&R, 32 count. It is in the pink. also sounds dirty. Do they know? Can someone text R&R? Can someone tell them? It's called In the Pink. Rude. Everybody is beautiful. In the Pink. It has 1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna count how many colors. It has DMC, and we use 1 étoile. Please, if you do stitch this pattern, just like any of Kari and my patterns, please make it your own. We love when that happens. Krampus Klein, especially our last release, I've seen a lot of people stitch the smaller one, and the colors are amazing, amazing. Just there's some variegated floss, and I forget was it Ellen? I forgot who stitched it, but I looked at their conversion and I thought, well, dang, maybe I should just make that the called for, because it's so good. I forget who it was. There's a bunch of people. You'll see every time someone finishes it or any one of our patterns, I just post it on my story, and know that every time you do, you just make my heart grow like the Grinch, and I really appreciate it. Anyway, get that pattern. It's a great stash buster because you can use whatever colors you want, honestly. But I mean, she looks, you got to keep her. She looks, oh. She's perfect. She's perfect. Okay. I've pitched you what you need to purchase. So now I'm going to move on. Okay. Finish number 2. Oh, yeah. This one was really popular. It was more popular than my pattern. Do you ever, like, on Instagram, you get a lot of likes on something and you're like, okay. And then you're like, I poured my heart and soul into this. Please, people, enjoy it. And it's like a fraction of the enjoyment. People don't click that little. This is what happened. I finished this one. This is, I don't know, I call it, like fishes round, or round fishes, just fishes. Oh, there we are. It doesn't have a proper name because it's in a book. It's from Cross Stitch for the Earth by Stitchrovia. Emma Congdon. I finished it. This one people went gaga for. And I don't like blame them. The colors are great. On the navy blue, this is like a 18 count Aida. I'm just looking up when I started, when I finished. November 13th I started, January 18th I finished. And that's not like solid stitching, but again, like these, they're cute, but the amount of color changing just killed me. This is for a baby. My, I guess niece-in-law. Weird to think about. Oh yeah, I'm Unky. That's right. I'm going to finish this in a stuffy. Again, I could have had it done, but I just was so tie-tie. Was so tired. Did not have it done. I cannot wait to show you, because in terms of plans, my next video, I should have 3 stuffies made. Like, it's going to be big. Again, yell at me if I don't. Yell at me if I don't. Fishies. Love it. Finish. Number 2. Finish number 3. This is in my Deborah Harry, right? Bag. My new obsession. first of all, oh, here's the colors. Kind of washed out here, but that red pop is really nice, hey? So I have a finish and a whip on the same piece of hand-dyed 18 count Ada. Here's number 1, finish. There she is. This is, again, from Stitchrovia, just on the Etsy page, is little ice cream. There's 4 of them. There's 4 little ice creams. This is, I call it ice cream number 2 because it's the second ice cream that I started. All the call for colors. This is one of the ones where you don't want to do a lot of substitution because all the colors are very purposeful. Like the ice cream shading and that. Cute. And then the brother, and you're going to just roll your eyes at this one. You're going to be like, Dee, you're a maniac. Check this out. I couldn't have finished it for you. I couldn't have sit down for like 20 minutes and no, I couldn't have. I'm a busy boy. So this is my whip. So I finished this one. This is my 3rd finish. Let me again, look, I just wanted you to like, these little ice creams did not take a lot of time. If you want to do an ice cream, like, so started on the 23rd of January, finished the 27th. Like you can get an ice cream in your life today. So this is ice cream number 1. I started it before ice cream number 2, as the numbers suggest. But my Michaels have been really, Michaels as in craft stores, have been really not doing great in the color department, in the DMC department. And I have 3 main Michaels. I'm complaining. I have 3 main Michaels that I go to. It's just, but they're very far away from each other. So making a trip, it is literally 2 different cities across the Metro Vancouver area. And when all 3 do not have them, it's rough. So I was looking for DMC 747. It's like the airplane. That's this light blue. And I could have substituted, didn't want to. Emma knows what she's doing. So I will finish this thusly. I will finish this very soon. And these 2 ice creams are going to be stuffies. A friend of mine, they are having twins. So it's cute, right? It's cute. Like 2 ice creams, 2 babies. Adorable, right? Right. So that's why I should have 3 stuffies next time I film. Their baby shower, which will be digital, is next week. It's next week. So I will have them done. No excuse. None. Actually, can I show you something really... Can I have a little dad moment? Oh, by the way. Okay, never mind. I want to show you this. First show you this, then the other thing. This is going to be the fabric that the stuffy is going to be for the fishy. And my plan is seal. We'll see if that happens. My plan is seal. My plan for ice creams are 2 penguins. Why? I don't know. Out of all the animals in our world, I think penguins would be ones to enjoy a very tall ice cream sandwich. I think that's whimsical. Like my dog enjoys ice cream, but not in the way a penguin would. What was I gonna say? Oh, I remember. Can I show you these? My partner makes baby rattles. This is the whale. Again, we know a lot of babies, so he's been making a lot of these. Whale. This is crab. His brother is a marine biologist. The brother who just had the baby, whose wife just had the baby. Whale. Crab. And you can tell this is the one that I really wanted. My suggestion. Steggy. A steggy. So cute. I wanted to show you these because I'm very proud of my partner who has recently got into woodworking and now has been making these cute little things. And he's going to be making a lot more because, again, we have a lot of friends having babies. So if you like those, let me know and I'll show you what else he makes. I think he was thinking kitty and puppy next. I do the drawings of the animals, so, and he cuts them out. So I had a hand in it too. These are my projects too. So like really, I had 3, 4, 5, 6 finishes of, and I was sick. I was sick this month. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's do, I got some really just precious stitchy kindness and I bought some stuff because again, I had a rough Christmas and also a rough beginning of January. So treat myself, right? First of all, number 1. Sebastian from B's and T's. Of course, we'll put his. I've pitched him. You know him. If you're not following him, follow him. Watch his stuff. Sebastian heard my call, and this was from Jane Hopkins. I was just motoring around on Jane Hopkins, and then I got to a motif, and it's all 890. And I couldn't really skip around. And of course, none of my Michaels have 890, so I just have to wait. I have to wait. But you know what? Sebastian's like, no, you don't. D, I got your back. And just stuffed 2 in an envelope and sent them to me. The mail is amazing. Thanks to Sebastian, I've been thinking about Jane Hopkins and how much I want to stitch on her. So much. And now thanks to Sebastian, I can. Because guess what? Like a month later, there's still no 890 in my Michaels. And I could have them, like I could order from 123. No, I couldn't. Because here's the thing. It's in Canada. Like if I order from Fire Puppies or 123 Stitch, like what? A 79-cent piece and the shipping would be $15. Like so Sebastian just put this in an envelope, put a couple stamps on it, made me the happiest boy. So who's the Stitch Daddy now, Sebastian? Sebastian could be my thread papa. Instead of a sugar daddy, it's a DMC daddy. Thank you, Sebastian. You made my day. I can start stitching Jane Hopkins whenever I want. After all this baby stuff is done. I'm so excited. Another little bit of stitchy kindness. Aya. Aya I know through Instagram. And actually, yes, we can. There we are. There's Aya's detail. And I put out a call for N95s because just there's none in Canada, or sorry, there's none where I'm at. Just like rapid tests, they're really hard to get. It's just really, really incredibly difficult. And so I went into school with ill-fitting masks and not N95 masks. But Aya sent me, just popped some N95 masks, and they're comfortable too, in an envelope for me from New York. I cried. I cried because a stranger from across the continent knew that I was in danger and did something about it. And that, wow. Oh, just so, even though I got the envelope after I caught the bug, but I'm still wearing the N95s because, hey, new strains, y'all. Like, we're not, it's just because you got the big one doesn't mean you can whip off your mask, right? It's really, really important to wear them. And especially because, like, we're starting to go to conventions, we're starting to go to stitch retreats that are in person, and please wear a mask. If they don't have vaccine passports, then at least please wear a mask, right? Anyway, I'm still wearing the ones that Aya got me. Thank you. And I have another student in my classroom who is chronically ill just like me. And so I actually am sharing with that student. So I hope you don't mind. I passed on the love to the student as well, because like, we don't have online school. It's school's on. So you not only protected me, but a student of mine. So I really, really appreciate it. And I got a piece of Aya's art. This is a needle minder. Gorgeous. I have been looking at her art for a long time, and I just drool. She had an art exhibition very recently, and I'm just like, I'm in love. And she also sent a pattern, a Mothman pattern, and it's a pattern, so I can't show you, but I'm gonna stitch it. Anyway, thank you very much. This stitchy kindness, wow, I needed it, and it came, and that's the furnace. I hope you can't hear it. Let me go turn it off. One sec. It's gonna be cold in here. You probably didn't hear it. It's very loud. It's right behind you. So anyway, now I'm gonna be cold. My hands are cold already. Anyway, thank you. What else did I get? I splurged. Can someone tell Vintage Owl bags, Vintage Owl ladies, that I want to just buy nothing but their bags forever? Look at this. Are you kidding me? I realized I didn't have any Christmas bags, so I had to, you know. Pugs. Upset pugs. Mood. And of course, little charm. Cute. This one. Oh my god. Just they choose the fabric that gets me right in the gut, and I cannot help but purchase, even though it's American. And so the shipping is out of control. Look. These make me happy. They make me happy. The little pom-poms make me happy. This pug with the tongue sticking right out makes me happy. Do I have any winter themed projects to put in here? No, do not. I do not. But now I have them. They're mine. Whew. Hair check. Here we go. Okay. I just wanted to show you, some people were interested in my floss drops. I think I got a couple people on floss drops. And you know what I do? This was $5 at Michael's. You kidding me, Michael's? I didn't even have to use a coupon. And what is this? Just scrapbook paper. And it's got, oh, look at the La Tigre. It's got all this cute paper. And I just cut it up. I cut it up by like 3 by 2. Oh, so cute. And I just make floss drops, and usually I'll theme the floss drop to the project. I just bought these because they were $5, and so they make like 2, 4. Wait, oh no, math. 3 by 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 by 5, maybe 15. Like a thing of these will make 15, and that's enough for a project, right? That's enough for a project and a half. So I'd recommend those. If they're on sale, go to the scrapbook section, pick yourself up, get yourself a hole punch. Just Bob's your uncle, right? Bob is not my uncle, he's my dad. So that's weird. Okay, what else does my book say that I should talk about? I think, in a couple days, 2 days, Acorns and Threads have their online retreat. This is my first stitch retreat. I got the box in time. There was an issue. Canada Post did lose my box for about 4 days. Then it miraculously came to my door. So I'm glad it got to me. I opened it up right away. It did say, please don't open. But I did open it. Don't tell Acorns and Threads. I opened it. I'll show you what I got next video. And I'll tell you about the retreat. I'm really excited about it. And if you are coming to the Acorns and Threads retreat, let me know. Say, go get to make your comment, and I don't know how these things, it's Zoom, so we can't like talk one-on-one, because there's probably going to be a lot of people in the Zoom, but I'll wave. If you wave, okay. Just like do one of these, and then I'll know. Okay. So I'm excited about that. I'll show you all that stuff later. And let's talk, we're going to do giveaways and plans, but I want to talk a little bit about education, because this is my Flosstube, and I have, my other real job is a teacher and educator. One of the things I teach is gender inclusivity. And so I've got something to talk about to you. It's a little information put in your brain. And again, if you learned something today, I always have my Ko-fi. You can tip me down below. So I asked a friend what I should talk about, paper crayon stitches. And the subject of what to do, and this relates to the Acorns and Threads stuff, how to make trans people more comfortable during conventions, during retreats, during Zooms, during your meetings, that sort of thing. So I have some tipperoonies for if you're organizing an event and you'd like to be more gender inclusive, or if you're a member of an event and you'd like to be more gender inclusive or uplift trans people or be a better ally. Okay, and this will be quick. And I've got some resource links down below as well. So number one, if you are producing an event, I know it kind of sounds like I'm shilling myself, but I would definitely, before you're doing an event, and if gender inclusivity or any type of inclusivity is on like your agenda, if it's really important to you, I would hire an inclusivity counselor, or like me. And you don't have to hire me, but there's a lot of people out there, educators out there, who will talk to you for hours, and you can ask every question, even if they're embarrassing ones, to them, and you pay them, so they will answer all your questions. I've done that to a lot of programs and classes. They've hired me to just give producers and people who organize events, event organizers, just give them a rundown of things to do. So number one, if you can, hire gender inclusivity, or again, any inclusivity that you'd like to hire for. If you're looking for, so that's number one. Number two, introductions. So usually at retreats, if they're smaller, you have some sort of introductory time or icebreaker. I would love to say that it comes natural to a lot of people to introduce name and pronouns, but I don't think that's the case yet. Hopefully in the future. So if you are doing icebreakers or names, it would be great to say, introduce your name. If you would like to, introduce your pronouns and one fact about you. And the way I word that is, if you would like to share your pronouns. You don't need to force pronouns onto everyone. Everyone maybe has some pronouns that they like to use, or they don't like to use pronouns. But sometimes, especially for trans people, they're not ready to share with a big audience that they don't know. My pronoun people are like, what? I shouldn't demand everyone has pronouns? No. Pronouns are something that trans people, maybe if they're in the closet, they're not ready to share. And also, some people don't like to use pronouns. They use their name only because, again, pronouns are part of a colonial establishment. So, right? So pronouns sometimes make people feel uncomfortable. So again, not preferred pronouns, just say current pronouns or your pronouns if you'd like to. And the people who it's important to, they will share. And allies too will share. If you are an ally, share your pronouns here and there, do it. And that makes people feel comfortable too. And also I always say pronouns if you would like to share your pronouns, because there's always one old guy who's like, oh, pronouns, my pronouns are jellyfish cheese sandwich. There's always a one, right? So if they're not forced to, then you don't have that conflict, right? So that's why I say for icebreaker, name. If they'd like to share pronouns, make sure you share yours. But if they'd like to share pronouns, share their pronouns. And like one interesting fact or whatever, right? And then third thing that I just, again, I teach a class on this, so I'm not going to give you all my information, but I'm going to give you the three big ones. The other one is watch your use of gender language, especially in highly gendered environments. So for example, stitching largely is a cis female sphere. The majority of stitchers are cis and female, are women. There's a lot of other genders in stitching. Of course there is. But I think there's this prevailing weird feeling that because in the history it's a woman's craft, that this pervades, like this idea of it only being women who are involved kind of has kept going even in 2022. Of course there's more genders involved. You know there's more genders involved in cross stitching and stitching. But a lot of people tend to use the, okay, ladies, let's move on. Okay, ladies. The gendered language of okay, ladies, that's tough. That's definitely tough. So try to get that out of your vocabulary. If you are used to only speaking to, or you think you are speaking to a room full of women, there's one secret non-woman in there, in the back. No, yeah, just practice gender neutral language. So I say, okay, friends in my classroom, folks, there's a good one, y'all. I've adopted y'all. I love a y'all. Boy, I love it. But whatever you like, even the like, any sort of language can be non-gendered. So if you have like a specific word that you're thinking like, I don't know how to neutralize it, well, there's a way. There's some Googling ways. People make a fuss with okay guys. That's pervaded in our language as gender neutral, just like dudes. Guys and dudes are not gender neutral, and they're hurtful, especially like if you use them for a trans woman who like does not want to be associated with guys or dudes, right? And I know it's hard for people to get out of their vocabulary, but I know people are trying. So just get rid of hello ladies. As someone who went through a lot of dance classes, who got the oh hello ladies thing. Okay, so gender neutral language, pronouns, getting better advice, doing your reading. That's great for people running events. But what if you're a person in the Zoom event? I will give you the #1 tip to do, and that is a pronoun button. Oh, I don't have mine. That's so sad. I've failed. A pronoun button is a great way to indicate that you want to normalize the tearing away the judgment of pronouns, right? So I asked on my Instagram stories to recommend if y'all know of a if y'all know of a trans artist or queer artist, because guess what, guys? See, I said it, guys. Guess what, y'all? Pronouns aren't just for trans people. But I always want you to throw money at trans artists anyways. So down below, I've put links to trans artists who sell pronoun buttons. And I've got some from the States, Canada, there's a Dutch artist, I believe, there's UK. So they're everywhere. I'll try to find an Australian one too. So you have no excuse. But even just on Zoom, wearing a pronoun button makes a statement. And that's helpful. And it would be so neat, even just to see on people's floss tubes. You don't even have to mention your pronouns, but just wearing your pronoun button. Make it a habit. Do it. Do it. I dare you. That is a great way to indicate that you want some change. So that's my #1. That's my #1. That's my #1 piece of advice for you if you're in your Stitchy retreats or Zoom retreats. I'll be wearing my pronoun pin. Of course I will. We'll see how that goes. They'll be fine. It's a Portland institution. They'll be fine. I hope. I think that's it. Again, if you learned something today, you can always tip me. I appreciate it. Buy me a coffee down below. And I hope I see more pronoun pins out there. What is next? Giveaway. I will be giving away 1 copy of Vamp Valentine. And the person, how do you get a giveaway? How do you win? Let me tell you. This is my snail mail club. You join the snail mail club by #1, commenting on my videos, #2, being a subscriber, and #3, filling out the snail mail form below. And I'll randomly pick a comment from the last Flosstube, and I will give you something. I'll send you something in the mail. It'll be great. When will I do it? Who knows? I always send the snail mail, the last snail mail before I film. That's my rule. I gotta send the last snail mail package before I film a new Flosstube. That is always my rule. So the winner of this Flosstube's, oh no, this Flosstube's snail mail club is Kendra Elliott. There. Huge hugs, Dee. I'm a mom with a trans daughter that I adore. My heart. Thanks for the book suggestion. I will pick it up. Oh, Kendra, I love it. So Kendra will be getting Vamp Valentine in the mail. I'll print Kendra off a copy. So if you want to be part of my snail mail, make sure, again, you're a subscriber, you comment, you fill out the form, the snail mail form below, and you can be a cool friend like Kendra. Okay, let's talk finishes. No, let's talk plants. No, we will talk finishes. Number 1, I'm finish that ice cream. I gotta finish that ice cream. Number 2, I've got to make 3 stuffies. I'll do it. Number 3, and I know actually Natty was asking me, my big plan for my cursed anchor sampler, the one that we're going to pass on to people, I haven't forgotten about it. I've been sick. I've been sick. It hasn't, my radar, it's been off of it. So after all the baby mess, after Christmas stuff, fallout, it's on my plans, is to finish up my section of the cursed anchor sampler. And then next Flosstube, we'll start a sign up to pass on that sampler. So the key idea here is I have cursed anchor black and I need to finish it, and you're going to help me. So I'm going to send the sampler, I'm going to send the black anchor, and each person is going to be able to stitch a little bit at a time, and we'll finish it. No problem, right? I got it. That's my plans for that. February. Jessie, help me out. Jesse's of Mislaid Pages. They say it so, it's like smooth like butter, and I cannot say it. February. Is that right? Probably not. Hey, we stitch birds. We stitch in birds. Next month, February, we stitch in birds. This is led by Jessie of Mislaid Pages. It's their brainchild. And she just said, like, stitch birds. So you know what? I'm going to stitch birds. I've got a couple bird things that I'm going to stitch. Number 1 is going to be a baby present. I know, but I'll do it. Number 2 is going to be probably my, I don't know. We'll see. I got some birds. I'm going to do it. New start for the baby, which is a bird, and something for me. I've got to put on the docket something for me. I've been wanting to bring out my rainbow quicker tiles. So maybe I'll do that. I've been hankering for it. So maybe I'll do that. And of course the birds will be for me too. So maybe I'll do that. But I'm really excited to finish off this month and then start this. Look at just clean as a baby's bottom. That's not the idiom. Baby bottoms aren't clean. They're really icky. Okay, we done? Did I do everything? Yes. Okay, I love you very much. Remember, I'll always be your stitch dad, and I'll always be proud of you. I will see you in February. I did it. Bye. Love you.